Welcome to Wired to Hunt's Whitetail How-Tos, where we provide a step-by-step tutorial for one important deer hunting task. Today I want to talk about how to identify a big buck track. And this is something that has kind of fallen out of favor because of trail cameras. Trail cameras are kind of ubiquitous. We all use them to scout for deer, and they give you a lot of information. They're incredible scouting tools, but they can't do everything for you. You're heading into a brand new property, scouting it for the first time. You don't have cameras out there. On a 60-acre property, a 100-acre property, even a 15-acre property, most of us cannot afford enough trail cameras to monitor all of those places. Trail cameras can only tell you what's happening in like a 20-yard window. It gives you a very small snapshot. Tracks can help you read the rest of the story. There still is the need for that basic woodsmanship, especially being able to look at tracks and interpret them. That's going to help you understand what kind of quality deer might be in the area and if this is someplace you want to hunt. I've got a nice looking track right here. It is a clear imprint. It's not a running track or a really super muddy sliding track. And you can see a very distinct line around these toe pads. It's not like there's mud sprayed everywhere that would indicate that it was running. This is a walking track. You're never gonna be able to say with 100% certainty that what you're looking at is definitely a big buck track, but there are certain clues that you can look at. First and foremost, I look at the width of a track. Typically, I'll take my hand like this and kind of lay it over top of the track and get an idea of just how wide this is. If you've got a track where those front two toes are 3.5, 4 fingers wide, that's a clear indication of a heavy deer. The second thing I'm looking for is the length. If you've got those front toes that are 3, 4 inches long, take your hand, kind of lay it in there again, that's another clear clue that you've got a big track. The third thing I look for are the dew claws. Those would be the two additional kind of toes that are on the back of a hoof. You'll see the big 2 long toes in the front and then your 2 dew claws in the back. You'll oftentimes see these almost splayed out a little bit, almost perpendicular. That's another indication of a big, heavy deer. Now, when I'm looking at a doe print, more oftentimes they'll have more of almost like a heart shape. So if you've got those dew claws clearly seen, an inch or 2 back from the main toe pads, and then the long and the wide hoof print, that's going to tell you that, hey, this is probably a good sized deer. Make sure you tune into the Wired Hunt podcast or the Wired Hunt Foundation's mini-series. We've got new deer hunting know-how every week. You can find it wherever you get your podcasts.